Meanwhile, South Korea plans to continue its push to denuclearize the Korean peninsula while improving relations with Japan. South Korea's foreign ministry laid out these plans during a press conference on Monday. Our Connie Kim reports.
Denuclearizing the Korean peninsula and mending bilateral ties between South Korea and Japan are the main goals for South Korea's Foreign Affairs Ministry this year. At a press briefing on Monday, Foreign Affairs Minister Byung-se emphasized that the government will create a system in which inter-Korean talks and denuclearizing the Korean peninsula can work hand in hand. South Korea has vowed to find ways to deter provocations from North Korea. This will be driven by a so-called Korean formula that aims to denuclearize North Korea and revive the six-party nuclear talks stalled since 2008. The formula consists of methods and preconditions for restarting the multilateral talks based on the agreements reached by the nations party to the talks, including the two Koreas, China, Japan, Russia, and the U.S. The nations have agreed on the need for a swift denuclearization process and creative ways to bring North Korea back to the negotiating table. Seoul's foreign ministry also outlined plans for addressing one of the most contentious issues for the South: the wartime sexual enslavement of Korean women by Japan. Minister Yoon emphasized that he hopes to see improved bilateral ties between South Korea and Japan, as this year marks the 50th anniversary of diplomatic ties between the two countries. Adding that the high-level talks on wartime sex slave could bring about a change in their bilateral relations, Minister Yoon said Seoul hopes to see some of the changes coming from the Japanese government. Korea wants Japan to properly compensate the victims of sexual enslavement. Japan claims the issue was resolved through a 1965 bilateral treaty. And to narrow their differences, a Korean and Japanese delegation are in Tokyo for talks on the issue. Resolving the issue was a precondition for the first summit between President Park Geun-hye and Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. Connie Kim, Arirang News.